Hi, my name is Anna Tossam. My report is to inform people about cultural genocide against indigenous people in Canada. It started about 1830, in the 1830s in Canada, where they would take indigenous children from their families and put them in these schools called residential schools and try to kill the Indian. They would give them these chores to do, and they would separate the males from the females in each class, and if they had a sibling in the other class or a family member or a relative, they would never be able to see them. They weren't able to see their own families. But it went on for a long time. It went on until about the 1990s. They closed one of the last schools in the 1990s, and but during the time that they were open, they caused a lot of abuse and trauma and forced religious values. They forced religious values on the children at night. In the morning, they would pray to whatever the residential school believed in. The little girls, as you can see, all of their hair is cut short because to indigenous people, long hair is a good sign in their culture. So they would cut all their hair as soon as they got to the residential schools to deculture them. If someone tried to run away, they would shave the girls bald completely. And if they did, sometimes if they tried to run away, St. Anne's is one of the most famous residential schools. They caused a lot of abuse there. If they ran away, they would lock them in like a closet, and they would stay in there for a day at the least, and sometimes they would stay in there for days, and a few children even died in the closet. Over 200 children have been reported missing, and over 200 children have been reported dead. And for a long time they hid it until just recently Canada has been made to pay for its crimes and for the schools covering all the deaths up. The nuns and the priests would whip them with like a whip with burrows, like little spiky things, to make sure it would hurt. This is a class with the nuns and the priests, which are the nuns and the priests that would hurt them during the school hours. But most of the time they weren't even learning about school stuff. They learned up to a 5th grade level, and everything else, though girls learned about cleaning and cooking and folding, that for whenever they got out of school, that's what they could go do if they got out of school. And the boys would learn carpentry and how to build houses, how to fix things, you know. But yeah, that's what they would do, and they wouldn't get paid. They'd have to do it around the school. The nuns and the priests wouldn't clean the schools. The children were responsible for cleaning the schools, keeping it up. Once it was all over, there are still some survivors today, like this woman right here, but she has a lot of trauma from the schools. You see both indigenous women that made it through the schools, and it's still very hard for them to process. Thank you.